Okay, today we are going to start second practical of katakoda docker series. Uh, this is the second practical. Deploy a static HTML website as a container. Uh, in this scenario, you will learn how to create a Docker image for running a static HTML website using Nginx. The scenario will explain how to build a Docker image running Nginx with your HTML site. The aim is to help you understand how to create and run Docker image created by yourself. I'm going to start the scenario. The first step is create a Docker file. In here, the first line defines our base image. The second file copies the content of the current directory into a particular location inside container. I'm going to leave it. The second step is build Docker image. In this command, it build our static HTML image using the this using this command. This is the command. I'm going to run it. And the third step is run. Our Hello World website is there. Uh, in the first scenario, we discussed how you could start containers based on pre-existing image from the Docker registry. This scenario explains how to build an image based on your requirements. For this scenario, the container will be running static HTML application using Nginx, a high-performance web server. In future, we'll explain how to deploy other stacks such as Node.js or ASP.NET. The machine name Docker is running on is called Docker. If you want to access any of the services, the use Docker instead of local host O 0.0.0.0. Docker images. Docker images are built based on Docker file. A Docker file defines all the steps required to create Docker image with your application, configured and ready to be run as a container. The image itself contains everything from operating system to dependencies and configuration required to run your application. Having everything within the image allows you to migrate images between different environments and be confident that if it works in one environment, then it will work in another. The Docker file allows for images to be composable, enabling users to extend existing images instead of building from scratch. By building on an existing image, you only need to define the steps to set up your application. The base images can basic operating system installation or configured system which simply need some additional customizations. Now I'm going to start the scenario. The first step is base images. The second step is running commands. The fourth step is default commands. The Docker image then having defined. The fifth step is building containers. In this command, we can see list of the images on local machine. The sixth step is launching new image. In this scenario, we covered how to write a Docker file to define how to build and configure your image to run as a Docker container. A Docker file is key to creating repeatable images that can define how your applications are configured and deployed in deployment and production. In future scenarios, we will explore how you can use Docker files to build images to deploy applications based on nodes.js, ASP.NET, and more.